What's up, guys? Welcome into the Nesson Digital Studios. Courtney Cox, joined now by Darren Hartwell, our fantasy extraordinaire, if you will. And it's time, we're here, week 2, for some starts and sits. Week 1's hard because you don't really have that much tape on these guys, but week 2 brings a whole different ball game. So we're going to start with the good news. The starts for you as you all pick your fantasy matchups this week. Your starts for quarterback, running back, and wide receiver.
Yeah, well, the first guy, the tape wasn't very good for week 1. That's Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers. But I actually like him. I think he's primed for a bounce-back game. He's back at home. He plays a lot better at home. And they're playing the Chiefs. And the Chiefs just gave up 424 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. So I'm expecting a big game out of him. At running back, I like Jay Ajayi on the Eagles. Doug Peterson actually said he was a little cautious with Ajayi in week 1 because of a foot injury, and he still had 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I think he's going to be in for a heavier workload against the Bucs. The Bucs just got torched by Alvin Kamara, so I think that's a good matchup there. And then I like Tyler Lockett for wide receiver. I think, especially with Doug Baldwin out, he's dealing with that sprained MCL. And I like Lockett against the Bears. The Bears allowed at least 5 catches and touchdown to 3 wide receivers on the Packers. So I think it's a good secondary to exploit.
All right, well, with the good comes the bad. Let's do your sits, guys. Do not pick this quarterback, running back, and wide receiver.
Yes, I'm steering very clear of Marcus Mariota this week. He actually said he lost some feeling in his fingers. And that,
Not usually good for a quarterback.
And even if he has feeling in his fingers, I'm steering clear of him against the Texans. They don't really throw that much. He only completed 9 passes in that week 1 game, so I don't like Mariota this week. I also don't like LaShawn McCoy, another kind of big name. 7 carries for 22 rushing yards against the Ravens. That game was a disaster, obviously, but the Bills' offense is kind of a disaster as a whole, and they're facing the Chargers, who kind of bottled up Kareem Hunt in week 1, only 49 rushing yards there. So don't be fooled by the big name LaShawn McCoy. I'm steering clear of him this week. And then finally, Amari Cooper, another kind of name that's recognizable. I don't like him. He's been underperforming for a while. He kind of looks out of sync with Derek Carr. I know John Gruden said he wants to get Cooper more involved, but they're on the road at Denver. Denver has one of the best secondaries in the league, so I'd expect Cooper to have another quiet game.
All right, how's your fantasy team doing through week 1?
We're I won week 1.
There we go. Then you should listen to this guy.
I'm undefeated. I've never lost in 2018.
All right, I love it. Great stuff from Darren. As always, you can follow along with him on Darren_Hartwell for all your fantasy news, and keep it locked in. Nesson.com. We have you covered.